What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're going over my honest thoughts of Webull, the trading platform, the trading brokerage nowadays that everyone's talking about after using it for 1 year. Now, if you guys haven't noticed in the background of these videos, we've got this guy right here, and I'm not honestly a hat guy, but that's why I put it right there for you. So with that being said, they sent me that. This is not a paid video by them. I'm gonna just give you guys my honest thoughts, talk about the flaws, talk about what's been good, and what I've really thought of the past year. So a year ago, the reasoning why I got into Webull, why I found it, why I started using it, is because I was looking for a place that had extended hours trading. I was looking for something else. I was looking for another broker to day trade with. And at the time, I had like a few $100s spread across TD Ameritrade, Robinhood, and Webull. And so it really was not effective in terms of what I had going on because I had different platforms. I barely knew how to use all the platforms, and I didn't even know Robinhood didn't have trading hours beyond earlier than 9 a.m. Eastern. So I was kind of a mess, but that's why I got into Webull, and it really kind of came across to be a broker that offered those extended hours trading, and I started there. So I'll go through kind of my progression of using the platform. They have the mobile app, they have the web app, and they also now have the desktop version, the desktop 4.0 that I've been talking about recently, which is actually on the screen behind me. And real quick, if you guys don't mind, hit the thumbs up button down below. It really helps out the channel, helps out the videos. And if you're not already subscribed, man, what are you doing at this point? Come on, just subscribe to the channel. I'm posting here, hopefully some good stuff for you. I'm not selling you anything, so hopefully you get something out of these videos. But I started with the mobile app really because I didn't want to download additional software onto my computer. And so I started with the mobile app, and really what I decided to do is early on I was like, okay, I need this broker to trade, pre-market hours. And then eventually I was like, I'm just gonna swing trade. So I pretty much just started swing trading, in the penny stock stuff that I would trade. They would have news early in the morning, and so I needed a broker that I could sell if I needed to at 7, 8 a.m. If news came out, the stock was up 100%, I gotta make sure I lock that in. I don't want to be sitting there just riding my full position up 100%. And the mobile app's actually really cool, especially nowadays as they updated things, of course. So what you really have is a lot of the stuff that you'll see on the desktop, that you'll see on the web app, you get on the mobile app. You get it all. It's just that it's more condensed and more confined. It's very, very easy to use. I love the mobile app because it was kind of like if I needed an app for an on the go, it's like very simple and easy to use in terms of putting orders through. I would say compared to like a TD Ameritrade, it's a little bit easier. It's not as kind of confusing when going to that order page and putting orders through. So I know people who do complain about the TD Ameritrade app. It's cool to have, and I still have the app just to have a watch list and stuff, but it's also, when it comes to putting an order in, you get to that page and you're like, well, now what do I do? And things can get confusing. So I would say Webull does take them, does have the advantage there in terms of the ease of use on the mobile app. And the other thing is that you can even paper trade on the mobile app as well. That's a feature that you have with Webull for free. You get that also, you can get that for TD Ameritrade for free. It's also a little more complicated on TD Ameritrade because you have to make like a separate account. Webull, it's like a separate account, but it's also like inside of your account, if that makes sense. So on the mobile app, you can find the paper trading section. You can also do that on desktop as well, and the web app, and you can find it, and then that's kind of your own account. You can customize that however you would like. I do also like the charting features that you have on the mobile app as well. You can see your trend lines, you can see the charts, and you can even see now the NASDAQ Total View Level 2, which is a feature that they've been rolling out for free with new accounts for 3 months. Kind of a promotion as we move into the holiday period, move into Q4. So on top of signing up, depositing $100, you're going to get 2 free stocks from $8 to $1,600. That's absolutely incredible. And that's through like mid-October as of right now. That could get extended, that may not. But as of what I know, that's through mid-October. So you get that. On top of that, you're also going to get access to NASDAQ Level 2, which you usually would have to pay extra for because that is something that Webull does charge extra for, but that's also going to be free for 3 months. And I've been using it and I've been liking it a lot, really being able to see where the bids are stacking up, where the asks are stacking up, and it really kind of helps give you guys and paints a better picture of where the buyers are and where the sellers are and what are some key levels that you may have to push through or hold on a given stock. So after using the mobile app pretty much exclusively and only needing it when I had to sell, what I then did was I would move on and I would start using the web app, and I would start charting stuff on the web app because I just didn't want to download a software onto my computer. And at the time I was using TD Ameritrade pretty much exclusively on my laptop. And I didn't want to have too many softwares. I only got 8 gigabytes of RAM on this guy, so I didn't want to have too many things, especially with Discord going, with other stuff that I have going on. I didn't want to have multiple softwares, so I just used the web app, which was cool and it worked. But now that they have the desktop 4.0 software, which I have here, and I have other videos on the channel now using it pretty much exclusively. If you go back to watch my other videos, like I've been using this now exclusively. I love the platform. Very customizable, and I have a video either out or coming soon on how to customize and create your own customized layout. Check that video out. It really will help give you guys a sense on how you can customize it to however you would like, all the features, all the widgets that you have. There's a lot of stuff here, a lot of stuff that you really don't need, but a lot of stuff that if you want it, it's there, and it could be very helpful. So for me, I have my watch list on the left, I got a big chart, I have like a news in the bottom, I have level 2, I have the quote, I have volume analysis, I have a top gainers, kind of like a scanner section on the right-hand side. In the bottom corner, I also have a section where I have, how the markets are doing. So I have the S&P, the NASDAQ, and the Dow all in the bottom corner, so it's all kind of there as I'm watching my screen throughout the day. Now, for some of the downsides that I would mention is that I will say that sometimes there's somewhat of a slight lag, and that is what I do have as my only real concern, or my only real negative with the platform. So when I'm scrolling through charts, and I've actually sent this in as a ticket and asking them, hey, here's what I'm noticing, and so it's known, it's been sent in, I've talked to someone about it, and so I'm sure they're going to be working on fixing that, and that will get better. When you're scrolling through certain time frames, I have seen some lags at times, and also when I'm putting my orders in. Now the order may actually go through, but the actual time it takes for it to show up on the chart, it does lag a little bit. Now that's not a huge deal, to be honest. If the order's already put in, I don't really care if it's going to show up on the chart, in 3 seconds or 5 seconds or 1 second, as long as the order's through. So there is somewhat of a lag there, which kind of isn't the best. But I will say though, other than that, everything else has been great, and I've been loving the platform ever since TD Ameritrade a couple months back. For me, it had some significant problems where you couldn't even use the platform. It went down. I have literally only maybe one time noticed, and it was for like a 15-minute period, that Webull was ever down, and that's of me using it the past year. So I'm sure it's happened more than that. But every broker has its troubles, but I've really had a lot of really good reliability. Like the reliability here on the platform has been good in terms of the platform not going down, because that's the last thing you want. If you're in a trade and the platform goes down, now what do you do? So that's one concern that a lot of people have. And the good news is that I haven't had too many issues with it. Now, I will say that I'm also not someone who, actively is in and out with a lot of shares very quick. So I'm not someone who's going to be kind of momentum trading within seconds. So I haven't really noticed too much there, but some of the good things that you can do is create your order. By putting a limit order in, you can have a stop and you can have a take profit all at the same time. So you kind of have a 3-in-1 all in one, and so really that could be very beneficial if you're someone who wants to make sure you have your profit taking area, you have your limit, you have your stop set all once you get in. So if that's something that is, if you're not willing to risk a lot of money, or you're not willing to risk, something like that happening, or something happening fast, you can of course always do that as well. So all in all, I will say that is my main platform as of right now for the swing trading that we do here on the channel. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you do that so you guys don't miss the videos where I'm showing you the growth of my account, going into my account, showing you the stocks I'm trading, everything like that. So we're doing that here on the channel. I'm using this as like the primary kind of account for that. So with that said, I'm not just someone who's promoting the platform and never actually using it. I do use it every single day. And so I have other accounts. I have a TD Ameritrade, I have a Robinhood, I have a Fidelity. Those are more longer term, and the TD Ameritrade is kind of like a fun account that I don't really worry about too much, but I have, it's kind of a for fun account where I go pretty much all in on the account size. It's a small account. I go all in on a stock that I really like, and if it doubles, I'll take that money out as kind of like fun money to either pay for an expense or for, either just keep that compounding, throw it somewhere else, put it into Webull, put it into Robinhood, put it long term. So that's kind of what I do for that. But Webull is kind of like my main account that I'm looking to kind of grow consistently over the next year, and that's something that I'm doing here on the channel, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. Other than that, make sure you guys hit the link down below to get those 2 free stocks. Here's the hat for you. They gave me a shirt too. It's actually really nice. I should have worn this shirt here for the video, but 2 free stocks, $800 to $1,600 in value that won't be around forever, because they've even told me as well that they're really looking to, in the future, improve the platform and kind of rely less on the incentive to get users, which is kind of the natural progression that a company or a broker will go through, because you don't see this offer being with TD Ameritrade or E-Trade, or something like that. Even Robinhood, the one free stock, cool. Like, it's not a crazy stock, but Robinhood's got a ton of users now. So really, as the platform grows and a platform kind of builds up a big user base, which is what they're trying to do right now, eventually that incentive won't be there. So if you miss out on the opportunity, you need a couple extra bucks, you have the ability to do so. But also make sure you understand that when you do those things, those stocks will take some time to show up into your account. You'll have to go and claim them once your deposit settles. You'll go and claim them, but it will take some time. It will take a couple business days, maybe even more. They do say up to I think 10 or 15 days max. It usually doesn't take that long, but it will take that long for the stocks to show up. And then you can sell those stocks and take the cash out if you would like, or let the money just compound in your account and use that money for an investment or for a trade. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. Those are my thoughts on Webull for the past year. I like it. I have some negatives, but again, mostly positives from the platform, hoping for it to continue to kind of improve as we move forward. And I appreciate every single one of you watching this channel, watching this video. Hit the thumbs up button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.